Hi and welcome back. I'm going to share another recipe with you today. Edie came across a recipe for a drink, and non-alcoholic and all that, but it was a drink. It's something that we necessarily wouldn't make, but I took the ingredients in that and made it into something else. I made it into a smoothie recipe, and it's really good, and it's very fitting for the season. So I thought I'd share that with you as well. So I'm just going to get started. For those of you who've been with us for a long time, you've seen the beginning of the makings of our smoothies. So that's what this is for those of you who have just joined. And then after this is done, after it's frozen, then we'll get into the full recipe. So here we go. The first thing we do, we use unsweetened cocoa powder. We make sure it's all natural and it's regular cocoa powder has, what is it?
It's alkaline or something.
It has alkaline in it or something like that. I'll have to look it up and I'll let you know when we come back. But so we made sure that we got some good natural cocoa to go in our smoothies. So 1 tablespoon of the cocoa.
And you're putting it in.
Oh, and this is 1 cup of boiling water. And then 1 tablespoon of cacao powder. We've also talked about cacao powder before, and in a previous smoothie video, and it has a lot of health benefits. So 1 tablespoon of cacao powder. We use organic stevia. So I just whisk that all together, and that's all there's in there right now is just the cocoa, the cacao, and the stevia. And I'm going to put that in the freezer. Okay, the cocoa, cacao, stevia mixture is frozen, and so we're going to get busy now and make these smoothies. First thing I'm going to do is put in a couple of dates. We will put at the end of this video and also on our Instagram site the health benefits of a lot of the ingredients that I'm using. Apples that I just used this. You've seen this before. I just used this and peeled and cored and sliced 3 apples. You can use however many apples you want. And the next ingredient is 1/2 cup of pumpkin puree. This is really a good fall recipe. Then we'll go ahead. I freeze this concoction. I make it in the morning, and we usually have our smoothies for dinner at night. So it's good and frozen when I get it out of the freezer. I usually get it out about ½ hour before I'm going to make the smoothies, so it can loosen around the edges a little bit, so it's not so hard to get out. So I did that. And there's always the raw organic honey, one of our faves.
So you got 1 tablespoon?
2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons.
And I'm just using the same spoon I used in the pumpkin because who cares?
It's just us.
It's just pumpkin.
And it's just us.
One and a half cups of cashew milk. We couldn't get our favorite protein powder, so we're trying something new. Let's tell you how it tastes. Hopefully the texture will be good. That's the biggest issue we have with some of the protein powders.
The Rainbow Light is the best.
It is the best.
And yet we can't find it anymore.
Which seems to be the story of our lives.
As soon as we like something, it goes away, so If you have the friends you want to get rid of or anything, just let us like that person and they will go away.
And then psyllium husk powder. And like I say, we'll put on our Instagram site, as well as at the end of this video, we'll put, and I put 2 teaspoons of this. We'll list the health benefits of the pumpkin, the apples, the dates, the psyllium husk powder. Okay, and because this is a fall thing, we're using stevia caramel just to give it a little fall flavor. Okay. And the next thing is about 2 cups of ice, more or less, depending on how thick you want it. And just enough water to bring it about to 40 ounces. 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla. If I'm not throwing food on the counter, I might as well, first of all, I can't speak. If I'm not throwing food on the counter, I might as well throw all the equipment on the counter. So, and I'm going to blend this up, and then I'll be back. Okay, the blending is done. Let's see what it tastes like. Pour a little bit in 1 cup. A little bit in another cup. Let's see. That has a wonderful flavor. It's nice and fallish. It has the pumpkin flavor, the pumpkin pie spice flavor. Really, really a good smoothie. At the end of this video, not only will we put the information on the health benefits of the pumpkin, the apples, the dates, the psyllium husk, and whatever else I can find, we'll also put the recipe that Edie came across that was the inspiration for this recipe, and then we'll also put this recipe on both below the video, and I'll see if I can put it at the end. I don't know if I can. If I can, then it won't need to be below. But anyway, that's what we've done. I don't know what you would call this, a pumpkin apple smoothie. There, how's that? So anyway, please come back and see what we're up to next.